Hello students, welcome once again in the physics online lectures. In the last lecture of the statistical mechanics, we have derived the partition function for the canonical ensemble. So, what is the role of the partition functions? In this lecture, we shall discuss about partition function and the role of this partition function in thermodynamics. So, we can also say that we are discussing here the thermodynamical quantities in the canonical ensemble. So in the last lecture we have arrived to a result which is corresponds to the probability, relative probability. This PR is this e to the power minus beta ER upon summation R e to the power minus beta ER. And you are just aware of this fact. This is the partition functions in the canonical ensemble with relative energy. This is ER. We have earlier discussed this one in the previous lecture. So in this consequence we have average value of energy. Now this average value of energy, this can be written as this is average of this energy, and we can just write it as ER PR. This is, and you know that this is PR is, as I have earlier mentioned you, this is the result for the relative probability. We will substitute the value of this PR in this equation. So it is summation R ER e to the power minus beta ER upon this is summation R e to the power minus beta ER. If we just look at this equation, this can be reduced to this form. If we just remind it, the properties of log then and the differential of d upon dx of ln x, you know this is 1 upon x here. So if you just recall this property of this differentiation of this ln x function with respect to x, you know this very well. So we just arrived to a result. I just have written this one. This is minus del over del beta ln of this summation R e to the power minus beta ER. What is it? If you just recall it again, what is it here? It is again the partition function of the canonical ensemble. This is Q and Vt. So we have arrived to the average value of energy. This is E, this is equals to U. This is coming out to be minus this is del over del beta ln of this Q and Vt here. Why NVT? Because you know that canonical ensemble, what are the parameters fixed for the canonical ensemble? It is the number of particles, volume and the temperature. It is constant for the only thing variable. It is already, I have told you, this is the energy that is going to be variable for the case of the canonical ensemble, and it can range from 0 to infinity. It can have the values for the energy. So it is also, this is the partition function. As I have earlier mentioned to you, this is the partition function. In some books, either it is represented by Q and Vt or Z. For I am just using this symbol Q and Vt. This is summation R e power minus this beta ER, and this is the value of this average value of energy here. In this consequence, we have Helmholtz free energy. This is represented by, in some of the books you will see the notation A or F. I have earlier mentioned you, for our simplification I am using this Helmholtz free energy by A. So this can have A, this is equals to U minus Ts. This is known to you. This is the basic formula for the Helmholtz free energy. Then this is equals to U minus Ts here. Let this equation is 2 here. Then it will just differentiate it. Then it is dA, this equals to du minus TdS minus of this ST dt here. Now du, you can dq minus dw. dq in terms of dq, I am just writing here TdS. This is minus PdV minus TdS minus SDT plus this is mu dn here. So in this case dA, this is equals to minus PdV minus SDT plus this is mu dn. So from this, using this equation, we can have the entropy we have defined in terms of this Helmholtz free energy, S equals to minus del upon del T. What are the parameter fixed here? Number of particles, volume. Similarly, we have the pressure definition from this equation. If we just see this, P is equals to minus del over del V. What are the parameters constant here? This is temperature, number of particles. Similarly, we have the chemical potential value from this equation. This is equals to del A upon del N, and the volume and temperature are to be constant. From then you can have the from equation 2, you can just write here this U. This is equals to A plus Ts here. This equation is U equals to A plus Ts. from here, substitute the value of this entropy in this equation. You will have this U is equals to A minus T times of del A upon del T, and we are constant here. So if you rearrange this equation, this can be written as, if you just see this equation, this can be written as minus of this T square del upon del T A upon T time. This is simply this equation. If you just see this is nothing but it is just simply this equation. If you just transform it, you will get the same result, and this is simply the arrangement of this equation if we have written in this. Now if you just see this equation, we have multiplied this by 1 upon kt in the both the numerator and denominator. I have multiplied the equation 1 upon kt. I will just show you what is the beauty of this by doing this. You can just see this del of this A upon kt upon this del 1 upon kt times of this n upon v here. Now it will reduce to this one, del times of A upon kt upon del 1 upon kt. Now you know that what is beta, this is 1 upon this kt here. So you will have del upon del beta times of this beta A. This is suppose equation 3. Now if you just remind the equation 1 and equation 3. Whatever was the equation 1, if you just recall it, this is the equation we have earlier shown to you. This equation is u this equals to minus del upon del beta ln of this qn vt. This is our equation 1. And what is the equation 3? I have earlier shown to you. This I have derived here. This equation is u equals to del upon del beta times of this beta. Now what we will do, we are just equating these two equations. We are equating these two equations. You can have this del upon del beta times of this beta A is equals to minus of del upon del beta ln of this qn vt. What is qn vt? This is the partition function. So we can just write beta in terms of beta. I have written here 1 upon kt. K is Boltzmann constant. Then I have written here A upon kt. This is equals to minus ln of this qn vt here. From here we have A is equals to minus kt times of ln qn vt here. What is here A? A is the extensive property which is depending on this n and v. As I have earlier mentioned to you, and like entropy, this Helmholtz free energy A is also the extensive property now which is depending on this n and v. So from here you will just see this is the equation which is relating this partition function with this Helmholtz this free energy. So this equation is the relation establishing between the Helmholtz free energy and the partition function. If we just know the partition function of any of the system, I will just explain some of the examples, then it will be much more specific to you. So if you know the partition function, you can just find out this Helmholtz free energy, and by that you can derive all the property, or either you can just show all the properties of the thermodynamics with the help of this Helmholtz free energy or by calculating the partition function. So in this consequence, we have also derived a relation for this Cb. What is Cb here? This is del U upon del T. What is this? Del U upon del T. This is proper definition of this Cb, specific heat at constant volume. Then it is del upon del T times of this A plus Ts here. Either you can have del upon del T times of A. This is, and what is S? This is del upon del T times of Nb. What is here? If we just solve it, it is del upon del T minus, this is del upon del T times of this minus T del square A upon del T square. This is going to be cancelled, and we are just left with the result for the specific heat at constant volume. It is coming out to be minus T times of del square A upon del T square, and what are N and V are the constant here. So for any of the system, again you will just see the equation from here which is connecting specific heat constant volume with the, what is here? A. It is the Helmholtz free energy of the system. In this consequence, we can see this. This is the Gibbs free energy. What is Gibbs free energy? This is G, represented by this G is equals to H minus Ts. What is H? This is the enthalpy. For your information, it is the enthalpy. And what is enthalpy? This is it is also known to be the total heat function or total heat contained in the system. This is H here. H is U plus Pb. I am just substituting the value of this U plus Pb minus of Ts. Then you will just rearrange the terms here. U minus Ts plus this Pb. Then G is equals to A plus Pb, or either you can just have this G is equals to A minus V times of del A upon del B at N and T are the constant here. So this is the Gibbs free energy for the system. Again, you will just see here, it is in terms of this Helmholtz free energy. Now again, in this consequence, we have this entropy. Entropy, as you know, this entropy I am just going to define. Now, if you just remind this is the partition function, and this partition function, you know that it depends on this V and T. What is? This is the volume and temperature. Either you can just write it is a function of this volume and it is the beta function. Why I am doing this? Because I am just taking this log and I am just writing at the partial derivative. This d ln of this Qn can be written as partial derivative of this ln Qn upon del beta dB plus this del partial derivative of this ln partition function Qn upon del V times of this dV. This is the partial differential because it is a function of this volume V and this beta parameter I have written. Now, in this equation, you have to just consider two things here. One is the average energy. If you just remind it, what was it? It is in terms of this partition function, it was minus del upon del beta ln of this Qn Vt. Or either you can just write it as also 1 upon Qn times of del Qn upon del beta. Either 1 upon Z times of del Z upon del beta. You can just also remind it. This is the average energy. So, what you will just see here, I am substituting this values. And summation R del ER upon del V E times of this exponential to the power minus beta ER upon summation R e to the power minus of beta ER, or more specifically you can just write it 1 upon beta times of this partial derivative of this ln of this partition function Qn upon del B. So why I am doing that? Because I will just substitute the values of this del ln Qn upon del B. If you just see this equation, I will substitute in terms of this P here. Similarly, in this equation, I will just represent this minus this 1 upon Qn del Qn upon del beta here. So, what I am doing here, this is here ln. If you just remind, this is del ln Qn upon del beta here. It was here ln. So, if you just substitute the values, then you will have this. If you just substitute the values, then it is here. What is here? In terms of in place of this del ln Qn upon del beta, you can just write minus of E times of d beta plus this beta times of this P dV plus what I am here doing, I am just subtracting and adding this term beta d here. What is the beauty? I will just show you. By doing this, we can just write of this term. This is here minus E d beta minus beta d. So we can just write minus of d times of this E beta here. Similarly, it is here plus beta P dV plus this here beta d. So I am writing, and in this equation beta d minus beta times of this d, because of the fact that I will just make it partial differential of this E of beta here, partial derivative. You can just see here. So by doing this, d times of this ln Qn plus E beta, it is here d, also it is here d. So we can have d ln Qn plus E beta. This is equals to beta times of this P dV plus beta times of d. By also you can just see this. This is, I can just write here beta is 1 upon kt. So it is 1 upon k. If you just take common on this equation, this is P upon T times of this dV plus this is 1 upon T times of d. If you just remind, this is basically ds here. if you just remind, what is it? It is simply this ds, change in entropy here. So we can have this d times of ln qn plus E beta is equals to ds upon this is here k. Either you can just write it as in simple, this s is equals to k times of this ln, thus partition function, plus E times of this beta parameter. So the definition of entropy can also be derived in terms of the partition function, and that's why this is partition function is very crucial for determining or using this partition function in thermodynamics. Again, I will just show you on the basis of this entropy, I will just show you some useful results here. Again, if you just see this probability PR is, this is again you are earlier you have seen this equation e to the power minus beta ER upon this summation ER e to the power minus beta ER, or simply you can just write it as e to the power minus beta ER upon what is this? This is the partition function Qn. If you just take log on the both sides, then it is here ln PR, this is equals to minus beta times of ER ln of P minus of this ln Qn here. If you just average out this quantity, you will have minus of this ln Qn. Why? I have just written from here, and this is minus beta times of ER. ER is, this is the average energy, that's why I have represented as I have taken this, it is here U. So then this is minus of ln Qn minus of this beta U, and this is here, what is here? ln Qn. If you just see this equation, A is equals to minus KT ln of this Qn. So ln Qn is minus of this beta A. Minus makes it here plus, this is beta A minus of this beta U. Or more simply, you can just take beta common and it is here A minus U. Or either it is minus of this A minus U. You know that A is equals to E minus of this TS. So simply A minus E, this is equals to minus of TS. That's why it is ln PR is minus of beta TS here. Now again, S equals to minus K times of this ln PR. We have averaged out this quantity. So we can just write minus K times of summation R PR ln of PR. Now, if you just consider a system which is in the ground state, then T is 0 for the system which is in the ground state, and you know that ground state is unique. Then we have the corresponding probabilities for the ground state. We can just write here 1, and for all other states the particle for the, because incidentally the particle will be in the ground, and that's why the probability is always going to here 1 here, and for all others particle may or may not be, that's why the probability is going to be 0 for all other states. So we can have this S is equals to minus K times of this P naught ln of Pn naught plus P1 ln of P1. For PR ln P1 is equals to 0, and this leads to the very useful result. S is also tending to 0 at which condition? At T is equals to 0. At absolute temperature, you know that entropy tends to 0. S is tending to 0 at when T is tending to in this equation, and this is the basic third law of thermodynamics. As you are all aware of this condition that when we are approaching to the absolute 0 temperature, the entropy also tends to the 0. This is the basically the third law of thermodynamics, which is very useful. So in this lecture, we have discussed how the partition function can be useful for calculating the discussing the various properties related to the thermodynamics, and you have also seen that by the knowledge of the partition function we can have the proper information about the Helmholtz free energy, and with the Helmholtz free energy I have just shown you various results that are very useful for defining the properties of the thermodynamical systems. So in the next lecture we shall discuss the proper applications of the various thermodynamical systems. We will just take like two-level systems or classical ideal gas. All the properties of the classical ideal gas can be shown by utilizing the canonical. Thank you for watching.